Listeners beware, you're in for a scare. This episode, Charlie Leeming in The Knight in Screaming Armour. Charlie, how you doing?
Ah!
Oh yeah, it's gonna be spooky.
Yeah, that sounds scary.
Yeah. I'm Troy, and this is Pick a Path Podcast, where we play through a Give Yourself Goosebumps novel by R.L. Stine.
Very cool.
This episode is episode 9, and The Knight in Screaming Armour is the novel we're going to be doing. Let you check out the cover there.
It's very shiny. I love that.
Yeah. They got the nice holographic effects on them.
Oh, and he's got his own metal bird in armor that he has too. His horse isn't as well adorned, but oh well.
Look, you take what you get when you come into horses, I guess.
Very, very clever title. I love that. I won't read the back. I won't spoil anything.
No. So you haven't read this book?
No.
And have you played through a Give Yourself Goosebumps novel before?
In the past, I know that I've gone through, like, Pick Your Own Adventures. I don't know if it was specifically Give Yourself Goosebumps.
Yeah.
I've read the Goosebumps books, I think. It's been a while.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, Charlie and I went to the film school together.
Whoop whoop.
Charlie is a great filmmaker. He's been a director. He's tried out many other roles as well. What are some of your faves?
I actually really like doing continuity. Yeah, that was fun.
Good.
Sort of detail-minded sort of thing.
Excellent. He's also a great dungeon master, and if you stay tuned, I'm sure you'll find out more about that as we continue.
Ooh, mysterious.
Yeah. So we are going to read through this book today. I'm going to... See, the great thing about getting op-shop books is inside my copy it says, "To Virginia. For Christmas."
Virginia.
1996.
Why'd you have to do them like that? Just like, oh, thanks for the gift. I'll give it to an op shop.
Lots of love, and the love has a heart as the O.
Oh.
Mum.
Oh.
Mine now.
Well, yeah. Virginia ran through all the scenarios. She spent it.
Well, I have met people who have read these books cover to cover just so they do make sure they read every scenario.
But that would make it like out of order. That'd be all right. That's confusing.
That's not continuity. I don't understand.
I love that it's got to have the page turning in it too.
Oh.
It's like real part of it. I love that.
Oh yeah. Get ready for some page turning ASMR. Spine creaking even.
Let's just jump right into it.
Pip pip, ta-ta, jolly good, tally-ho and all that rot, your dad exclaims.
Fuck off, Dad.
So sorry, he apologises in his best British accent. We just want your cousins to feel quite at home, don't we? It's not every day we have visitors from England.
Dad, you're so embarrassing.
It's been over a year since we've seen them. Jolly good, ta-ta, pip pip. Your dad says.
It's not the 1600s, Dad, or is it?
It might be. Yes, your mum adds. Your Uncle Will is giving lectures at several important American museums, so Kip and Abby will be staying with us for a whole week. Isn't that terrific? You only half agree. Kip Saxton is your age. Sometimes he complains too much, but mostly he's a pretty cool kid. His 15-year-old sister is another story. Abby acts like she's queen of the world. She can be a royal pain.
Fucking Abby.
Oh, you'll have fun, your dad assures you. Uncle Will says Kip and Abby are bringing a big surprise with them. A surprise? What surprise? Now they're giving you your first choice.
Ooh, alright, let's go.
Go to page 2. Is your only choice.
You know what? I'm going to do something crazy.
What are you going to do?
Let's go to page 2.
Oh, really going off the book.
I think also Kip's going to die.
Calling it now.
I'm ready for
Kip's
it.
dead. Before your dad can say another word about the surprise, the doorbell rings. They're here, your mum calls from the front hall. She opens the door as the airport shuttle van pulls away. Your cousins are standing in the doorway. You haven't changed a bit, your mum declares as she hugs Abby and Kip. I hope that's not true, you mutter. Your tall, blonde cousin is already staring past you and into the mirror behind you. Hi.
So vain.
Oh, I love him. Hi, you manage to say to her. Abby primps her long golden curls before she answers. Oh, hi, she says as she pats her hair about 100 times. Still the same old Abby. Forget her, someone says, laughing. It's Kip.
See, look green.
Can you give me a hand? We've got more stuff to bring in. Your sandy-haired cousin moves back out onto the front steps and points to 2 huge wooden crates. The crates are taller than your dad. What the?
Wow. Alright. I wonder what's inside.
Artifacts, your dad chimes in. Uncle Will is coming here next week to lecture at the Medieval Museum downtown. I told him we'd store some exhibits here until he arrives.
Are the museums just cool with that?
I guess so.
Alright.
Just store them here. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll just put it at my brother's place.
But I never expected anything this big. These crates will have to go in the garage. What's in the crates anyway? You ask Kip, page 3. 2 suits of armour, Kip says.
2.
That's what's in the crates. They're really old, from the 15th century. We call one of them the Evil Knight. It's been with the Saxton family forever. The other suit was Sir Edmund Saxton's. He's our great, well, you get the picture.
He's gonna be the hero.
The crates are on wheels. You, Kip, Abby, and your dad pull them down the driveway to the garage behind your house. You notice a label on one of the crates. Hey, look at this, you cry. You read the label aloud. I'm gonna get you to read the label aloud.
Alright. Oh, beware this dark and evil night, cursed still from long ago. Until a good knight fights for right, this night brings misery and woe.
Ooh.
It even rhymes.
I mean, if it rhymes, you know it's serious. That's kind of spooky. No, don't read that out aloud.
It's too late. The curse is done.
Kip cautions too late. It's an evil curse on the whole Saxton family. A curse, you laugh? You don't believe in curses, do you?
Okay, I gotta say, though. If it's a curse that curses the entire Saxton family, why would you stick a sticker on the outside of the box with it?
Yeah, that's a good point. You'd think they would, like, take it off. Just don't include the curse.
Can we get the curse off of our package, please?
No, we're going to take that to the museum and hope nobody reads it out loud. I believe in curses, and so should you if you know what's good for you, Kip whispers. I guess you've never heard the tale. Listen to the tale on page 4.
Yeah. Let's go. So far, so good. We're in order.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
The tale? What tale? The legend of the curse of the knight in screaming armour, Kip answers.
The legend of the tale of the curse.
The legend of the curse of the knight in screaming armour. Right. Years ago, an evil sorceress got angry at the king's best knight, Sir Edmund Saxton. You know, our ancestor. He killed her favourite dragon or something. Anyway, she put a curse on him. The curse of the knight in screaming armour.
Ooh.
She made a special suit of armour and sent it to him as a gift. The armour was haunted. It held the spirit of an evil knight. That night, horrible screams and cries were heard from Saxton Castle. In the morning, Sir Edmund and all of his family had been killed.
Oh, shit.
Kip's eyes grow wide as he goes on. All of his family was dead except one son. He had been out hunting, anyway.
Oh, good. They did have to continue the Saxton line for this to make sense.
He kept the armour. He was too scared to throw it away. The 4 of you arrive at the garage, and your dad reaches down to open the door. This is that armour. Family legend has it that one day it will wake up again, thirsty for Saxton blood. Then it will destroy all that is good, unless a brave and noble Saxton can defeat it. It has to be a member of the Saxton family. Ha! You laugh. I'm related to you, so I'm a Saxton. What's an evil knight suit of armour going to do to me?
Now, is my last name actually Saxton, or am I a cousin from the other side?
That is completely up to you, depending how intensive you want to go with your role-playing. At the moment, it's just you, Charlie.
Charlie Saxton.
Oh, I like it. Saxton, I just immediately think of, like, the Master.
Yeah.
Doctor Who.
Actually, it's Chuck Saxton. That sounds better.
I do like that.
Yeah.
Well, Chuck Saxton, you're going to get your answer to whether or not, or what an evil knight suit of armour is going to do to you.
Oof.
Mouthful. On page 96.
Oh, shit, we're jumping. Those are real, beautiful, yellowed pages.
Oh, yeah.
That old book smell is just wafting through the room.
I like page 96. The numbers are like a sexy thing backwards.
It's like people who don't want to have sex.
A relatable
Back to
content.
back.
You could just forget that screaming armour story, Abby snaps before Kip gets a chance to answer you. It's totally stupid, and it's not even true. But long after everyone has gone to sleep, time jump. You lie awake thinking about the crates in your garage. Hours later, you've dozed off when you were awakened by a chilling scream. And it's coming from the garage. The curse, you gasp.
The curse.
Now, Charlie, it's your first choice, but it's actually letting you choose. Are you going to ignore the scream, or are you going to investigate the chilling shriek?
Now, I've been told of the story. I don't actually remember what their ancestor did, if he did.
He might have killed a dragon of a witch.
Right. And then he heard the screams, or the screams were heard by somebody. His whole family's dead. I'm just going to go check on that just to double. I'm not just going to go sleep after that. I'm like, I've just been told this story. I need to check on what's going on in the...
That's fair enough. Well, I guess we're going to go investigate the chilling shriek on page 19.
19. I'm going to die.
Scream! Another shriek fills the night. Kip and Abby are as wide awake as you are. The piercing screams draw the three of you together at your bedside. You grab each of your cousins by the hand. We have to go out to the garage and investigate, you declare. We have to find out what's out there. Another scream pierces the air. Abby forgets how much cooler than you she is for a moment and clutches one of your arms.
Ah, yuck.
Kip grabs your other one. You grab a flashlight from your desk and make your way out into the night. You pull your cousins along behind you. Eventually, you come to the garage door. You pause a moment and listen to the screams. Well, here goes, you say. You reach down, grab the handle, and lift it open. Click. Turn to page 113.
Oh, God.
She forgot how much cooler than you she was.
Yuck, she's touching me. Fuck off, Abby.
Kip also grabbed your other one.
I'm fine with Kip. Kip is cool.
And turning too far is all part of the book, and then turning back slowly is
Rewind.
the other one. The garage door swings up and out of your way. Dark was never as dark as this. Monsters seem to lurk in every corner. Familiar forms look strange. The beam of your flashlight cuts past the frightful shadowy figures to the two crates. They stand like tombstones in the middle of the garage, except that one of them is vibrating, shaking back and forth. The light reflects off a label on one of the crates, the one with the curse on it. Then you notice another handwritten label near the top of each crate. One says, Evil Night. The other reads, Good Night.
Good night.
Which one should we open? You say nervously. Neither, Kip replies. He seems terrified. Maybe a little too terrified. You're not sure you buy all this curse stuff. Maybe it's all a big trick. Kip and Abby could have gotten someone to shout and shake the crate around. Who's really in that evil night crate anyway, you wonder? Then again, those screams do sound pretty spooky. Maybe you should play it safe and open the crate marked Good Night. A suit of armour could come in handy if there is some crazy curse. What you gonna do? Are you gonna open the crate marked Good Night, or are you going to open the crate marked Evil Night?
Now, we've already gone to bed once. I'm not about to good night again.
So we're going with the Evil Night?
Yeah, I think it's my dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're calling it now?
This is fucking classic dad. He does the British accent one day, he pretends to be an evil curse the next.
I just want to also call back to you saying you hated Abby but you liked Kip. I do believe earlier in this podcast episode you told me Kip was going to die.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Look, I don't like the fact that Kip is going to die.
It's just a fact in nature.
It's just a fact. It's, the good ones die and you get left with the Abbies.
Oh, there you go. Okay, the fun's over, you declare. You move over to the crate marked Evil Night and start to loosen the straps holding it shut. It's still shaking a little, but the screaming has died down to a faint moan.
Mom?
You really had me going there for a minute, you continue. Those screams sounded pretty scary, and all that moaning and shaking? Wow, you guys are good. Kip and Abby look as if they don't know what you're talking about. But you know better. Who did you get to help you with this little prank anyway? My dad, you'll ask?
Knew it. Fucking dad.
Your dad is just the sort of goofball to go in for something like this, too. You did call it. You fumble with the leather straps, but you finally get them undone. By now, you're chuckling to yourself.
Oh, fuck, I'm definitely gonna die.
It really was a good prank, complete with these oversized crates. Still, you can't believe you fell for it. Speaking of falling, That's what the front door to the crate does next. It's also what your lower jaw does. It falls open. You try to scream, but all that comes out is a little whimper. There, in front of you, about a foot from your face, you stare into the laser light eyes of the knight in screaming arms. Into page 16, if you dare.
Oh, God.
Do you dare?
I dare.
Oh, he dares.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
I don't know why his jaw drops open. I mean, maybe it's like a really cool suit of armor, but like,
It's...
I don't expect a suit of armor. It's a suit of armor.
Oh, fuck. It's exactly what it says it was.
The evil knight's head is a steaming hunk of black metal. A sparkling medallion hangs around his neck. Something about his medallion holds your gaze. You can't stop looking at it.
Ooh.
With you standing there, helpless, before him, the evil knight raises his heavy sword and...
No.
He brings it down and slashes open the back of the crate behind him. The wood shatters like ice. In the land of Saxtons, you shall be destroyed. His voice booms over you. You shiver. He glances back at you and then disappears through the new opening. You're not sure how long you stand there in shock. The next thing you know, Abby and Kip are standing next to you. Did you see that? You stammer. Yeah. No big deal. Abby tries to sound cool. Look, Kip exclaims. This hole in the back of the crate. There are hills in it.
What?
Yeah, right. What's that mean? Abby huffs. But he's right. You peer through the hole. You see emerald green hills and a pale blue sky. You feel wind against your face. You feel yourself drawn to the scene, like you were to the medallion. We'd better go through, you say, without taking your eyes off the scene before you. If not, we'll never break this cursed thing. You push aside the splinters and step through.
Yeah. Chuck Saxton knows what to do.
Yeah, he didn't give you the option, but he knew exactly what to do.
Also, I just want to make clear that Chuck Saxton is closer to his mother's side, so I don't really consider myself a Saxton if this guy's all about cleansing the Saxton name or whatever.
Oh yeah, you're going to have to make that clear to him, but
yeah.
I understand. Step out of the crate on page 119. Kip and Abby follow you through the hole in the back of the crate. When all three of you are through, something slams shut behind you.
So I just want to, geometry-wise...
Yeah, it's taken me a little bit to figure it out, but I think I've got it.
It's in the box.
I thought he reached up and broke open the good night's box.
Yeah, I thought that too at first.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
But he turned around and slammed the back on the inside of his own box.
Yeah.
And it's like a portal.
That seems to be what's happened.
Okay. And it brought us to England
now
or
you've
something.
stepped into... Did I say England?
To hills and wind and sunshine.
Oh, right. Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why there was an English accent. I hate when you open the book and you look at the wrong page of one of these.
Spoilers.
And there's just a big the end and you're like,
Ooh.
oh, that isn't what I remember just before. Kip and Abby follow you through the hole in the back of the crate. When all three of you are through, something slams shut behind you. You turn to look, and the crate has disappeared. All you see around you are hills. Soft, green, rolling hills. It's so beautiful, you say. It's a whole new world. You rub your eyes, but it doesn't go away. It's our world, Abby exclaims. We're back in England.
Okay, Abby, it doesn't belong to you. God.
It's exactly where the evil knight wants us to be, Kip says softly. England, the land of the Saxtons. England.
England.
England. Who cares, Abby says. We're home. Don't look so happy, Kip warns. The evil knight wants to destroy us. We may be home for good. Or shall I say, for evil.
Fuck yeah, Kip.
Fuck.
He's so clever. I love that about him.
Wordplay, love him. You gaze around you, stunned. There's no way to explain what just happened to you. Hundreds of sheep are grazing on a nearby hill. One wild-looking ram glances up at you. Your heart jumps. His eyes are glowing. You cry out. Your pulse starts to race. The horned head of the ram morphs into the armoured head of the evil knight.
Armoured sheep.
He lowers his head and paws the ground. Steam pours through the grill of his helmet. He's going to ram us, you cry. Run for your lives.
Oh my god. He's got sheep powers.
Now, R.L. Stine, that seemed unnecessary. Like...
You don't gotta do us like that.
He hid himself as the ram. But, like, you didn't figure out it was him or anything. Like, he was just like, revealing myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you.
It's like he pulled it out of his wool, just put on a helmet, and was like, it's me.
Got it. It's Evil Night. We're turning to page 97.
We've been to this block before, near 96.
Oh, you're right. Led by the Evil Night, the whole herd of sheep stampedes. Terror grips you as the thundering herd bears down on the three of you. You are about to be trampled. The stampede sounds like a sonic boom. You wrap your arms around your head and wait to feel the pain of 100 little hooves pounding you into the grass. So this is how he plans to destroy us, you think. You open your mouth to scream, but you can't hear anything over the thundering of sheep feet. Then suddenly, there's nothing but the sound of screaming. Your own screaming. You peek through your arms. The stampeding herd is gone. The hills are gone. All that's left are prickle bushes. You're buried in prickle bushes.
Huh.
And they hurt.
Ow.
Turn to page 132.
Ah.
Ooh, prickle.
Alright, so this guy's just got us teleporting.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Bastard.
Ouch! Abby cries. She breaks herself free from the prickly bushes. You can't help laughing. Abby's a human pincushion. She has little prickly leaves stuck all over her. Ouch! You and Kip say together as you fall out of the bushes.
No.
You find yourselves looking like two porcupines too. You hear giggles, and they're not Abby's.
No.
You glance over your shoulder and see something you never imagined you'd see. Two miniature men are laughing and rolling on the ground. Each man is about the size of a football.
Alright.
They laugh and smack their knees and point at you.
Okay, kind of rude.
Pixies! Kip cries.
Pixies? Okay, we don't call them that anymore, Kip. That's not cool.
Pixies, you say? You've got to be kidding me. The little men disappear for a minute. They resurface in the bushes close by. This way out, one giggles, pointing to the left. No, this way out, says the other, pointing to the right. Which one can you trust? Follow the pixie pointing to the left, or follow the pixie pointing to the right.
Oh, God. Okay, so this one doesn't even have anything I can put logic behind.
Oh no, it's completely chance.
Alright. Let's go left. Fuck it.
Oh, you sure about that?
Don't do that to me.
Oh, okay, well, I guess we'll go to the left then. Ooh. We're going from page 132 down to 32.
If this left pixie fucks me up, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Let's go to the left, Abby says. At least you can blame her.
Oh yeah, let's blame it on Abby.
Pulling thorns out of her arm. There's a cottage down the hill. Maybe we can get help there.
Oh, shit.
Hello? Am I the only one who thinks there's something weird going on here? You ask. Abby and Kip can't hear you.
This must be an England thing.
Can't hear you. Normal? No. They're already walking across the windy meadow towards the cottage. Pixies, you mumble to yourself. You take off after Kip and Abby. You don't get far when you hear a deafening rumble. It sounds like an earthquake. You see bits of turf flying in the air. You turn and look behind you to see hedges. Killer hedges.
Hedges?
Hedges.
Like the bush?
They're growing it
Oh, okay.
They're growing at an incredible rate. Actually, they're not so much growing as bursting through the earth in jagged lines.
Jesus.
Walls of branches and leaves, and it looks as if, yes, they are, heading right for you. It's time to start sprinting again, and there's no use screaming about it either. Now's the time to move. Move over to page 27.
Now, I've never been to England. Is this just what it's like?
Yeah, as soon as you get past the pixies, killer hedges every time.
Yeah. I understand the sheep being in New Zealand, and like the armored sheep and all that.
Oh yeah, like we've got them, but
Yeah.
pixies,
Pixies, no. Hedges, no.
never seen a hedge. Hedges are exploding out of the ground, fully grown. They're spreading towards you with amazing speed. You're no match for them. They burst past you, blocking your path. You try to stop short, but not fast enough to avoid a face full of prickles. Kip and Abby too. You start to run the other way, but you don't get far before you come up against another wall of hedge. It doesn't seem to matter which way you turn. Any open path is instantly blocked by a solid wall of high bramble bushes. Prickers grab at you as you run past.
Fucking pricks.
Prickers. You shake them off and keep on running. Is that a term?
That sounds iffy.
Okay, the hedges prickers are getting at you. You have to get out of here. The walls around you grow higher and higher, cutting the sky into lines of blue. The The three of you race in every direction, but it's no use. You stop for a second to catch your breath. The ground beneath you starts to rumble and shake. You scream. You can imagine the hedge about to explode through the ground and up through your body.
Ugh.
You brace yourself. Then it stops. It's quiet again. Except for Kip. We're trapped! He bellows. What do we do now? Try to escape. On page 78.
This just keeps, like, teasing me. It's like, oh, get ready, you're about to die.
Oh, you think you know the plot? Ah, sheep. You think you know the plot? Hedges.
Edges. Even scarier than sheep.
I was surprised they introduced the evil knight so close to the beginning of the story.
Yeah, they threw him out, like, fucking right at the start. And then they're like, now forget about him and worry about the foliage.
Coming to get you. The bushes. You stare at the walls of greenery surrounding you. The hedges are too high, you say. We can't climb over them. It looks like a maze, Abby comments. You know, Kip, like they used to have at royal palaces and stuff. I wonder if there's a way out. Either way, we'll either have to find our way out or break through the hedge. We can't stay in here forever, you say. Forever? Kip wails. Knock it off, Kip, you and Abby both cry. So what will it be? Will you try and find your way out? Or are you going to try and break through the hedge instead?
I'm not a cheater. I'm not about to break through because the knight's gonna get all sort of pissed off if I like ruin his game. I'm gonna try to go through the maze.
Complete it like a maze?
Yeah. Even though it is what Abby said.
Yeah, exactly. She did make
Abby.
you go left and you've been attacked by nothing but bushes.
So actually, yeah, we'll continue on the trend of our insurance is if I die, it is Abby's fault.
Exactly. Not Kip's. We like him.
We like Kip.
But he's gonna die.
Rip Kip. Ooh.
Ooh, got him. We're going to turn to page 51.
51.
I'm so mad right now. So you think you're good at mazes, huh? Try to get yourself out of this one. Pick up a pencil and try to draw the escape route out of the maze below. Can you do it on your first try? If you make it through, hooray for you. Face your next challenge. If you don't make it through, read your fate on this other page. It's given us a literal maze.
It's an actual... Holy shit. And I have to get it on my first try?
Ooh, I guess so.
Well, this will be great for an audio format.
It will. I will pause there and grab a pencil or something. Right, well, I guess what I'm going to do is hand Charlie the Give Yourself Goosebumps book and a pencil and let him figure out the maze. Now, there doesn't look to be any drawing in the maze already. You'd think... with a op shop book from 96, there would be.
Yeah, so what was her name? Virginia or something?
Yeah.
She obviously didn't go through all of the options.
Maybe she just hated mazes. But I'm going to hand you the book and a pencil.
Okay.
And I am going to... I will film it and upload it separately so that you can see that we are doing it right now.
So, I have to go through it first try. But can I, like, turn around and shit, or...
Oh, I don't know about that. It doesn't say.
Shit. Because, like... I hope I don't find, like, a dead end or anything. But, you know, I'm going sort of... Oh, I can already see that way is wrong. So I'm gonna go... around this way and up like that. That counts. That's fine. And we're gonna go down... here. You know, the classic way to solve a maze is you hug left the entire time because the walls to the solution all eventually connect or something like that. Oh, I fucking got it. Oh, I'm a fucking genius. There it is. Boom. I did have one little turnaround, but I went around a little bar, so I think that counts. Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah. That's completely loud.
Bam!
And that was that. Charlie Leeming completed the maze and Give Yourself Goosebumps number 9 for those of you watching this random video of a person completing a maze.
I'm so good at mazes.
Make sure you check out the rest of this on the audio podcast that we're recording right now.
Woo.
So for those of you on the audio podcast, obviously Charlie just completed the maze. I can see it here.
Like a fucking genius.
Yeah, in pencil. He didn't have any time to prepare for it. I held on to it till I handed it to him. We're going to head over to page 75. Now, I'd have probably just, had I been reading this in my spare time, used my finger and definitely Just said I passed it on my first go, no matter what. But I'm incredibly impressed that you just completed a maze
You know.
on your first go.
You know what they say.
Oh yeah, what do they say?
Well, you know.
Oh, well, we're turning to page 75, and maybe they'll tell us what they say. The hedges are behind you. The green hills are in front of you. There's a warm wind in your face, and something is coming over those hills. A dark black mist is rolling towards you. It's already halfway to where you're standing. It doesn't like the look of us, Kip says. The warm winds pick up. Dark clouds gather. Dust whips around in whirlpools. Evil is in the air around you. Look, you remark. Sooner or later we're going to have to face this evil knight. That's the only way to break this curse, right? Only a Saxton can defeat him. I'd prefer later to sooner, Kip starts to answer back. He never finishes his sentence. The scream of
This
the
fucking dude.
evil knight announces his arrival. Find out what happens next on page 85.
We get it. You're the screaming knight.
You scream at the evil knight. There was a legend of a curse about me.
You guys know me. I'm the screaming knight. You know, there's a curse. I don't know if you saw my sticker.
Did you read it? You read my sticker? You didn't reply.
I kind of saw that you read it out and you didn't really say anything back to me. I kind of feel like left behind. I just want to let you guys know it is a curse, right? You guys understand.
You noticed it was a rhyme. I'm not just an evil knight. I'm also a poet.
Yeah, I wrote that. So
It's from the heart.
any feedback is much appreciated.
The evil knight's screams mingle with the whistling blast of hot wind. You can almost feel his evil breath mixed in with the wind. You know he's so close. The dark mist rushes at you. The force of the gale throws the three of you backwards against the hedge. But you don't feel the prickly leaves. You don't land on the ground where you were before. In fact, you don't land at all. We're falling!
Oh, fuck!
The three of you cry together. Falling, falling, falling. If the chair you're sitting on has a cushion, turn to page 48. If it doesn't have a cushion, or you're not sitting on a chair, turn to page 72.
This book is wild. So this one, yeah, it has a cushion.
Stop trying to find out our information about how we've got our setup.
If your social security number ends in 6...
Then go to this page. So the chairs are, like, they've got a cushion. We are in chairs with a cushion.
Yeah, it's not like a hard chair.
And we don't have like a little pillow or anything though. But
No, but it's a soft cushion. It counts.
it can be removed. It's a cushion.
Yeah.
So we're going to turn to page 48. What if that's the wrong answer?
That's fucked because I didn't even make that. I didn't choose. Well, I did choose to sit in the chair, but I didn't choose to put a cushion in this chair. R.L. Stine, you are fucking with me.
He's like, one day someone will sit on a cushion and they'll read it. Fuck them.
Fuck all them cushion sitters.
He's never sat on a cushion once. And
I've got the hardest ass, and I will write a book series to prove it.
could you imagine that's just something in every book? They're like, time to put in the cushion question again.
His editor's like, can we cool it with like the punishing people for being comfy? And he's like, no.
No, they must die. But do you die? We've turned to page 48 and it's time to find out.
Oh.
Thump. You land on something soft.
Oh.
It's a body.
Oh.
A human body.
Oh.
Woof! Please, get off me this instant.
Okay.
A
He's
regal
alive.
looking boy dressed in tights and puffy shorts pushes you, Kit,
boy.
and Abby off of him. You all stand up and dust yourselves off. Who are you? You ask the boy. Whoops. Now you're just
I was making fun
mocking
of him with the voice.
Got him. He looks your age. I am a page, answers the boy.
I'm about to fucking turn you.
Page 48 in a class of 144.
Well, he's an actual page? What?
Page 48 in a class of 144. Now we are on page 48, and I'm just going to quickly flick to the back and check if there's 144, because if there is...
Yo, that's fucking meta.
Well, there's 136.
Oh.
I guess it's 44 if you count, like, the stickers and everything, but...
Oh, yeah. Alright, RL. We'll give it to you. That's fine.
That's good.
Very clever.
A page? Abby asks. What's a page? We are knights in training, the boy answers proudly. And we're trying to get away from a knight, you remind Abby. Can you show us the way out of here? Kip asks. Page 48 points to a gate that opens by itself. That's the way out, he says. It's the Valley of Rocks.
Oh.
Hurry, you order Abby and Kip. The gate is closing. You make it through just as the gate crashes down behind you. You look back.
Oh.
Page 48 is gone.
Oh no.
All you see before you is a night sky and strange, mysterious, rock-filled valley.
This must be Rock Valley.
Rock Valley, Valley of the Rocks. Take the risky rocky exit to page 72. Well, 48 was rather meta, I guess.
Yeah, very, very cool, R.L. Stine. That's, we get it. Part of the book.
Got him. We get it, R.L. Stine. You know what pages are. Fuck.
We get it, you're a writer. You understand numbering and pages and all that. Cool.
Now, what would have been funny if page 48 took place on, like, page 70?
R.L. Stine is such a fucking Abby sometimes.
He should have been more like a Kip. You've landed in a valley, but the green hills of a moment ago are long gone. In fact, there isn't a blade of grass as far as the eye can see. It's all rocks, broken up shards and boulders and stones, and it's dark. A pale moon shines up above. Abby tries to move, and barely balances on a wobbly platform of stone. She shrieks, "This is an avalanche waiting to happen!" "Be careful," Kip warns. "These flat rocks aren't as steady as they look."
He's turning a little bit more and more Australian, and I'm for it.
"Yeah, thanks for the tip, Kip."
No, wait. Fuck you, Abby.
It's not the first time he said that one, Abby. "I think we noticed." They're right. The rock you're standing on tips and throws you backwards to another flat rock below. "Whoa!" you cry as your new rocky block seesaws back and forth. You glance down. There are more jagged rocks waiting to catch you below. Next, you look up, and something flashes. High up on the rocky point of this mountain, something silvery shimmers in the moonlight. It seems to be calling to you. Chuck! What is it? Climb over to page 28.
Alright.
Numbers. I looked at it, saw 28, went 40. that says 40.
We want to go back to our boy. Page 48.
Turning to page 28. "Where are you going?" Kip asks as you carefully step off your rocking rock and onto his. "Look up there," you say. You point to the gleaming object. "I have a feeling whatever is up there is something we need. I don't know why, but I have to find out what it is. I'm going up to get it." He does know you. You would also look up, see a shiny thing and be like, "Yep."
Yeah, that's mine.
That's a quest item if I've ever seen one.
I don't know what that is, but it's shiny and I need it. I am climbing.
"I'm going with you," Kip volunteers. "Stop right there," Abby orders. "Don't take another step. You're not leaving me alone." "Oh yeah, Abby's afraid of heights," Kip mumbles. "I'll go by myself," you declare. You two stay together here. Balancing on all fours, you move up onto the next rock. You feel as if you're climbing on eggshells. One false move, and the rock you're on could crumble away. You would tumble all the way to the bottom. You test each rock before you move onto it. It's amazing how many of them have jagged edges. Higher and higher you climb. Then you see it. A hand sticking up out of the rocks. Look closer on page 133.
Ooh. Oh no. Abby's kind of like a movie 1 Hermione right now.
Oh yeah.
But like not smart. Just the annoying part.
I mean, she chose left, and I mean, left has presented you with choices. I don't know if it was the right or wrong decision in any way.
Jedi mind tricked her into going into left. So I get the credit for left at this point, now that I know that we live.
Yeah.
If we didn't, it would be Abby's fault.
You peer closer at the hand sticking up out of the rocks. It's only made of stone. That's when you notice that the rock you're sitting on has a face.
Oh.
You yell.
Oh.
The stone face is frozen in an expression of pain. You move to another rock, but as you look around, all of the broken rocks are shaped like people. Broken pieces of people. Abby! Kip! You cry. There's no answer. You can't see them from where you are without losing your balance. What if they're turning into stone or something, you think. You call out again, but again, there's no reply. What's going on? Maybe they just can't hear you from down below. But maybe you should climb back down and check on them, just to be safe. Are you going to keep climbing for the shimmering object? Or do you scramble back down the mountain to help your cousins?
I know there's a shiny above me.
Yep.
And I mentioned...
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Yeah. It's a whole new world. And Chuck Paxton mentioned, of course, I think we need this.
He did.
I don't think...
We need Kip and...
We can leave Abby. Kip can fend for himself.
You know he might die.
He's probably gonna die.
If Abby dies too.
That's
wasn't
fine.
predicted. Added bonus.
Cha-ching.
So, are you going to keep climbing for this shimmering object, or scramble back down to help your cousins?
Fuck the people, let's get the toy.
Oh yeah, we're turning to page 124. Sorry, but you know how it's like, do the work, get the mahi? Your new phrase, fuck the people, get the toy. Completely different out of context.
I'm just gonna walk around saying that from like now on. People are like, oh, I don't know what to do, and I'm like, fuck the people, get the toy. Huh?
Two-step plan to success. You may be climbing on pieces of people, but as rocks, they're not going to hurt you.
Oh, that's so deep. Well done, RL.
For that matter. Kip and Abby are probably fine. Maybe they just can't hear you. If they are turning to stone, they're not going anywhere, are they?
Oh, that's...
Got him.
He's so real.
And you're not sure what you would do to help them anyway. You decide to keep climbing the last little bit up the slope. You'll grab that shimmering object, whatever it is, while you've got the chance. You're almost there. The rock you're standing on is totally unstable. You have to do a real balancing act to keep from crashing down on the rocks below. Slowly, carefully, you reach for the silver object. It's long and shiny. When you've got a hold of it, you try to lift it up, but it lifts you up. Up into the air, the shiny thing is a metal finger that's attached to a metal hand that's attached to the knight in screaming armour!
Ah, fuck!
Meet your doom on page 66.
This motherfucker fingered me.
He did. See, it really threw me, like, reading that sentence. I was like, the silver finger.
There's more.
Oh.
He's got the whole kit.
Yeah, he doesn't just have the finger. He's got a whole body.
Bastard. If I die to a fingering, I'm gonna be pissed.
You don't know who's screaming louder. You or the evil knight. You stare into his glowing eyes. You feel the steam of his breath on your face. And then he reaches out, lifts you up, and flings you over the mountainside.
Yeet!
Down, down, down you tumble. Your arms and legs bash against the sharp rocks. You can feel the bumps and bruises starting to swell even before you reach the rocky bottom of the mountain. At last you tumble to a stop next to the motionless figures of Kip and Abby. You don't move a muscle, because you can't. You're stiff all over.
Oh.
And you're getting stiffer.
Oh, yeah.
And
Atmosphere.
Atmospheric tummy grumblies. You're getting stiffer and stiffer and stiffer. The end.
Ah!
That's right.
I got too hard after getting fingered.
You got fingered and turned too hard. You really got.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
So that's
That's how you died.
That's how I die.
Thankfully, this is Pick a Path podcast, and we do value our guests taking time out of their day to come and sit with me while my tummy grumbles at them. And we would like you to go back to one of the options you've chosen so far and take a second chance at living.
Yes.
Now, you've so far been asked 5 different options.
I kind of want to just go back to that last one. Because I feel like...
Where you got to choose between saving your cousins and continuing on towards the 𝘒𝘕𝘎𝘕𝘎.
Yeah, because I know that I survive until that one, at least. If I go back further, then there could be other death options waiting for me.
Oh, definitely.
I'm playing this strategically. I want to go back to going and trying to unstatue my friends or whatever it is, my cousins.
Fair enough. Well, I've jumped back to page 133, which is when that happened. Maybe they can't hear you from down below, but maybe you should climb back down and check on them, just to be safe. And this time you're deciding to scramble back down the mountain to help your cousins?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Something inside of me says, if I go up, I might get fingered. So I'm going to go down and try to... I don't know. How do you stop someone from turning into a statue?
Oh, well, you've got time to think about it as I turn the pages.
I am climbing down, page by page. That's me hopping on each individual page.
Oh, it would be really awkward if I told you this was also the end. Your cousins could be in trouble. Kip and Abby could be turning to stone this very minute. Don't move, you yell down. I mean, do move! If you can. I'm coming down to save you. You take one last glance at the shining object. Rock by rock, you backtrack the way you came. It's even harder to move downward, but there's no time to lose. Mostly, you try not to think about what these rocks and boulders used to be. You set your foot against what used to be someone's shoulder. It jiggles under your weight, and then it flips up. You tumble headfirst down the rocky slope.
No.
Ouch! Ouch! Each! Ouch! You yelp with each bump. Finally, you land with a crash at your cousin's feet. Turn to page 101 to find out what's happened to them.
If they're fucking statues, I blame Abby. She told us to go left.
She did.
I'm back on it.
You never psychically told her to do anything.
I don't have that kind of power. Chuck Paxton is not a Jedi.
Alright. I mean, you accepted responsibility for the fingering.
Yeah, but that we erased that from existence.
That's fair enough.
Chuck Paxton has time powers, but he doesn't have psychic powers, is what I'm saying. Fucking Abby.
Fucking Abby. You lie there among the rocks for a moment. Your head is still spinning from your fall. Are you all right? Abby asks.
I hate that I'm relieved to hear her voice.
We saw the whole thing, Kip says with admiration. I give it a perfect 10. You were fantastic.
Oh, love you, Kip.
I thought you were turning to stone, you sputter. Ha, that's a good one. Abby laughs. We were just trying to keep still. We didn't want to start an avalanche while you were up there. Yeah, Kip explains.
Fuck, I love your explanations, Kip. You are so intelligent.
I don't think I should read the rest. It's just like with snow. Oh. The slightest movement or sound might bring everything tumbling down. That's it. An avalanche. Kip, you're a genius, you exclaim.
Yes, Kip.
I am. He is? Abby looks amazed. An avalanche. That's the way to get that shimmering thing. It'll help us. I just know it. And if not, maybe an avalanche can help us get out of this horrible place, you explain. Maybe. Before they can stop you, you pick up a good-sized rock and throw it as far as you can up the slope.
Yeah?
Pieces of rock start to cascade down the rock face. You, Kip, and Abby scramble to the edge of the slope, out of the way. Scramble over to page 121. I mean, you could have scrambled first. It seems reckless.
Could have.
You? Off it goes. Maybe we shouldn't be standing where it's all headed.
Right, you guys stand here right under the avalanche zone. I'm just going to yuck this rock.
Glad you're not stoned. When the rumbling of the avalanche is done, you brush the dust off your face and glance around. In the light of the full moon, you see a trench in the middle of the hill. It worked, you shout.
Wait, so
we did it?
we're on the hill now? again?
You got to the side. Hang on. So you got to you moved your way to the side. I'm going to read this page again.
Okay.
When the rumbling of the avalanche is done...
Yeah.
There we go. You brush the dust off your face and glance around. In the light of the full moon, you see a trench in the middle of the hill. It worked, you shout. The avalanche has cleared a path.
Yeah.
And look what I found, Kip says. He holds up a shiny metal key. It was right here under this rock. Kip, you're a genius. You say again happily.
Fucking smart, Kip, I love you.
I like that R.L. Stine also obviously likes Kip. You're going to be turning to page 134.
Wait, so the entire history got rewritten. Now this shiny thing was a key, not the guy's finger.
That's right.
Alright, cool.
It was just under a rock. Don't worry about it. The three of you make your way up the path, all the way up and over the top of the hill. Off in the distance you see a cottage. It's that cottage again, you say. Then you have an idea. The key. Maybe it fits the door to that cottage.
Fuck yeah. I would never have thought that, but Chuck Paxton knows.
After walking on all those rocking rocks, the trip to the cottage is easy. No pixies change your path, no sheep stampede, and so far, there's no evil night in sight.
Or hedges.
Hurry, you call to Kip and Abby. You move quickly and quietly along the dirt road to the cottage. When you are a few feet from it, you stop to look at the cottage more carefully. It's a small, 2-story white house with a thatched roof. A garden of petunias and snapdragons line the curved stone walkway leading to the heavy wooden door. I wonder who lives here, Abby asks. It's quite stylish for an old-fashioned way building. Sorry. It's quite stylish in an old-fashioned way.
Abby, shut your fucking mouth.
She peeks in the windows. It's too dark in there, she whispers. I can't see a thing. You knock on the door. There's no answer. You knock harder. Still no answer. Try the key, Kip suggests. You put the silver key in the lock and try to twist your hand. Turn to page 39. Try to twist your hand.
It's not even the hand that's turning the key, it's my other hand that I'm twisting.
Got him. You're trying to twist your hand, but it's not the hand of the key. The silver key fits perfectly into the lock, but it won't turn. I don't get it, you say. This key looks like it should go with this lock. No luck. You put the key back into your inventory. Sorry, I mean pocket. You step back from the door to search for another way in. As soon as you move away, the door slowly swings open. Come in! The voice of a very old man invites from inside the cottage. I've been waiting for you.
Ugh.
Waiting for us? Abby stammers. She peers into the darkened doorway. But I don't see you. Come closer, the old man says in a friendly voice. Sorry. Come closer, but friendly.
Very friendly.
It's been so long since I had some good company. The three of you step into the cottage. The door slams behind you.
Now, if I had been given a choice there, I'd have fucking booked it.
Oh yeah, I think you would have. However, it gives you a choice now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna read that last sentence again because it will determine how your choice goes.
Oh shit, okay.
The three of you step into the cottage. The door slams behind you. If the slam made you scream, turn to page 87. If the slam makes you jump, turn to 105.
Okay. Now, I did make a little
You
noise.
did make a gore, but you didn't jump.
Yeah, so I think that counts more towards scream.
You gonna go for scream?
Yeah.
Okay, well we're gonna turn to page 87.
Yeah. On a technicality.
On a technicality, yeah, you didn't. Well, you know. Look, you only live twice. So
Yolt.
Yolt. And we're turning to page 87.
We'll say Abby screamed.
You're just like, Abby, shut up.
God, Abby, I guess we gotta go.
You can't help it. The slam of the door makes you scream. We didn't mean to scare you.
Oh, I don't like that he said we.
It's the old man's voice. We? You ask?
Yeah.
Did you say we? To answer your question, the old guy hobbles forward. You see his dusty boots emerge from the shadows. A pair of ragged canvas pants and a cardigan sweater with holes appear.
Yeah.
Then you see his face. Talk about 𝘒𝘕𝘎𝘐. He cackles as he glares at you from a wrinkled, mole-covered face.
Yeah.
This guy must be 100 years old, and he's looking at you funny.
Oh, God.
Sorry. Then something catches your eye. Something next to his grizzled old ear. It's another head.
Ugh.
A horrible wart-covered, puffy-eyed head with a squirming, dangling tongue.
Ugh. What the fuck?
It's sticking out from the right side of his neck. You hear Abby squealing in terror. Nah, she did scream.
Yeah, fucking bitch.
Valid though. What?
Well, yeah, I would have screamed too.
What the heck?
RL, I was prepared to fight a knight tonight. I was not ready for Old Man Two Heads.
One man, two heads, one dangly tongue. As this one catches the light, you see a mouthful of slimy, rotting teeth. His bloodshot eyes roll around out of control. We didn't mean to scare you, the old man says. We meant to terrify you. If you can, run to page 98.
Yeah.
If you're frozen in terror, turn to page 108.
No, I'm gonna fucking run. I don't like this at all. I don't want to be anywhere near this fucking creep.
I like that it gives you the choice for that one, though. Like,
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I've got survival instincts. I'm running flight.
Leaving the three-faced monster behind.
3 faces.
Did I miss one? I didn't.
I was pretty sure there was 2 faces.
Me too. Maybe I didn't.
He had the old man face.
Yeah. Then someone catches your eye. Something next to his grizzled old ear. It's another face. Second, it's another head. A horrible wart-covered puffy eyes with a dangly tongue. Sticking out from the right side of his neck. Oh, okay. You hear Abby squealing in terror. And there's another head!
Oh.
On the other side, sticking out from his neck. As this one catches the light, you see a mouthful of slimy rotting teeth.
Right.
We'll just cut
Okay,
that
well,
bit in.
I'm gonna run.
Yeah. Leaving the three-faced monster behind, the three of you lunge for the back door of the cottage. Locked again, you cry, shaking the handle furiously. The key! Kip reminds you. Try the key! You fumble in your pocket, pull out the key, and put it in the lock. Just as you feel the key start to turn, you hear the monster trio chanting a series of mumbo-jumbo words.
Bastard.
𝘒𝘕𝘐𝘎𝘏𝘔𝘐𝘕𝘎, Haggerty.
No.
Make 3 into 1 with the turn of a key.
Oh, God. What?
The key turns. The door opens. The three of you push against each other, trying to be the first one out. You push. Kit pushes harder. Abby pushes hardest. She pushes too hard.
Abby?
The monster's spell has worked. All that pushing squashes your bodies together into one. Pop! You fall outside. But the turn of the key has made you a 3-faced, one-bodied monster.
No!
Just like the old man.
No!
All you know is, 2 heads may be better than 1, but 3 heads adds up to one big headache. The end.
This is my literal fucking nightmare. I'm stuck with Abby for the rest of my life.
But you've got Kip there too.
Kip's there. That's
Till
good.
he dies. That'll be awkward.
Yeah. Damn! I didn't defeat the knight. And I'm
you
stuck
didn't.
with Abby.
There you have it. That
Oh.
has been your second attempt / life in a Pick-a-Path novel.
Well, we now know I'll never make it in England.
What do you know? England's a lot scarier when you climb through the back of a crate. Thank you so much for coming and joining me.
Thank you for having this story with me.
Thank you. It's been a let's play of a book. Give yourself Goosebumps number 9, The Knight in Screaming Armour. This has been Charlie Leeming. Is there anything you want to promote, plug, or just wish good luck to?
I don't have much to promote. I don't know. Look for me on Twitter.
Do it.
INTERFICIOR. Interficior. Yeah.
Ah, good.
Yeah. It means in Latin, I am being killed. It was my gamer tag.
I
and
mean,
I
that's
wasn't good.
great. Well, look. I should have introduced you as Interficior when you joined us, because turns out
I am being killed.
you are being killed.
Yeah.
Whether it's the fingering of a screaming...
I either get fingered or stuck with Abby. And you know what? I'd rather be fingered.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's how it be. Especially when she talks like this. Well, make sure you check out the description below and check out Charlie on Twitter. Thank you again for coming and joining me for Pick a Path podcast.
Thank you.
And we hope to let you listen to another Give Yourself Goosebumps very soon.
Episode 10.
Episode 10, the season 1 finale.
Ooh,
We'll
what
be
are
doing
gonna be?
something a little different. Anyway, goodbye.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Pick a Path podcast. Special shout out to Charlie Leeming from Season Quest, who was our guest this week. You can go and check out Season Quest. It's an actual play D&D podcast. That means they're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and by they, I mean Charlie Leeming, Lucy Jones, Tom Collins, and myself. I'm also on that podcast. So check out Season Quest and Pick a Path podcast wherever podcasts can be heard. And join us next month for our season finale, Troy J. Malcolm in Diary of a Mad Mummy. That's right, I'm going to be the guest player for that episode, and our host will be Jules Daniel from the very first episode of Pick a Path podcast. Thanks again, and see you later.